Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chat from a Hat. I'm your host, Josh Brown, along with my co-host,
Caleb Luther.
Caleb, how are you?
I'm good.
You good?
Moving to a new office at work today.
Uh-oh.
Moving up.
Oh.
After I treated the whole office to pizza, because it was a lot of people's last day.
You had Hideaway Heights, right?
Yeah, Hideaway. I recommend Hideaway Heights if you live in Logan County. It's the best pizza I've had here. Very good.
Very nice.
But treated the whole office, and I immediately got promoted to... it was already in the works.
So you bought your way to the top, is that what you're saying?
To the top, it had to be done. How are you doing?
I'm good.
New job,
running a little behind, I feel like, but that comes with the territory, or so I was told.
Do you feel like you're running on ice? Like William Joel?
I feel like I'm running down a dream, is what I'm... Speaking of, as we're sitting here, I just got an email from work, so that's wonderful. Okay, cool. But guess what? We're in the moment right now.
Just kidding.
Oh, it's just a press release. Just a press release. Nothing major. Okay. But again, I mean, it could be. Depends on when I get in and actually read. So Caleb, last week we talked about, we didn't talk about something. We actually did BuzzFeed quizzes, and we found out that we are not otters.
We're not.
At least I'm not an otter.
After we quit the quiz.
Yeah. We found out a few things about ourselves.
Some of those quizzes were definitely smoking crack, but some of them were. Some of them were.
Caleb, did you know that
somewhat accurate?
Did you know that your dream job was not the fishery, and that it was actually an artist? That was your perfect job.
Which because that is my dream job, like as a musical artist. But I haven't made much money at it, so I'm like, man, heck of a dream.
Donna. Anyway,
let's talk about death.
Hey, do you ever have an existential crisis where you think about death and stuff?
Death, huh? No. You know what I did this week? It's something that I would do frequently, but it would usually bother me, and it doesn't bother me as much. Still very terrified of death.
Did you die?
But I Googled, just the thought of it would usually But I Googled something which was crazy. I Googled, how many people believe that there's an afterlife for animals? So I Googled that, and I wanted to see, and it seemed like most people thought that there was an afterlife for animals. So good for them to believe in an afterlife for animals.
Okay. So pretty much what happened is that you typed in something,
I did,
and you got down a rabbit hole. That's what happened.
So then I was like, you know what? Because obviously my brain went to animals first because I care more about that than humans. But then I was like, okay, I guess we'll see how many people believe in an afterlife for humans, and it's probably 50-50 probably.
Okay.
But then in the course of that, I saw something that said, is death the biggest fear of people?
Okay.
And I was surprised that it was not, that it was actually public speaking is the biggest fear/phobia universally, with death coming in second. So I did a poll on Facebook, something that I usually wouldn't do for this, because a poll like this usually makes me anxious. Talking about death in general, I'm like, oh God, I don't want to do that.
So would you say that your biggest phobia is?
It's definitely, It's
up there?
Or like I've said before, if I ever get kidney stones again, I'd rather die. but it's just... It's just 14 hours of hell, but I mean, death's an eternity, I guess. Yeah, sure. But I did the poll, and I did this, put it up the other day, and I'm still letting the results come in. I still get some votes about maybe once a day. Mm-hmm. And so far, death is winning. It's beating public speaking. So people are more scared of death on my Facebook, but the score is 26-25. I was surprised.
Pretty even.
A little surprised, because at first it was like nothing but death. It was like 7-2. But then the public speaking votes just started pouring in. And I was looking at the people voting public speaking. I know some of them. I was like, that checks out to me. That totally checks out to me. We played in a band for a long time, and we probably naturally... There is going to be fear that comes with getting up in front of people, but I think adrenaline and just experience kicks in. And some people... That's something that some people have never acquired.
That's true.
That adrenaline for some people isn't adrenaline. It's vomiting or getting like deathly ill. And that's just never been the case for me. A lot more scared of death. Death in general, not just dying, but death. People around me dying, an animal dying, Well, public speaking is just public speaking for me. But I definitely understand the phobia. I think it makes sense why it's the number one phobia in the world. You know, a lot of people just aren't afraid of death. They're like, okay, I'm perfectly content with this. And that's something. Well, that's something that you'll never hear out of my mouth. I'd be like, no, eternal life or nothing.
I mean, I voted death on your.
I voted. Well, I didn't actually vote, but somebody asked me what was mine. I was like, I would choose death by a landslide.
So with your vote though, it would be
stones. Second to kidney stones. I did put in a comment. Write in, vote for kidney stones, and it got 3 votes. Hey, it's a big fear.
Some things
I've talked to people that have been pregnant and gave birth that said kidney stones hurt worse. So it's probably not like that for everybody, but you know,
well,
I can't experience that. I don't know what that's like. I can just experience the stones, and not the rolling ones.
Well, all I can say is welcome to our new listeners who are just talking about death and stuff.
Death and taxes.
I promise the podcast is not this negative. If you really want to talk about negative, though, go listen to the movie theater experience.
The movie theater experience is about 67% negativity,
right.
You know.
Caleb, you know, we've done a few tier lists before, and I don't know.
We've only done one.
Were we done? Were we done with our catch-up segment?
Because I can't think of anything else. Can you think? We didn't watch any movies.
No, didn't watch any movies this week. We were going to go watch The Last Voyage of the Demeter, but...
Demeter. I still hear from strong horror fans that it's decent, but I'll probably wait. I'll wait till... If I watch it, I'll wait for it to stream. You know, a 36% is... I don't necessarily want to spend money on
I understand.
Call me crazy. You know, I'm just not gonna do it.
Just not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it.
Not after the last 5 movies that we've seen.
We've just been watching straight bangers,
banger
right?
movies. Barbie, Oppenheimer.
So we'll wait and see if Blue Beetle gets good reviews or Strays. Those are both movies that I'd like to see.
I'd like to watch Strays more than Blue Beetle.
Unless they both get bad reviews, and they're like, "Whoop, kicking this to the side," because that's how I do things now, folks. I pay attention to what the people say.
But anyway,
you're spending your money on something, you know.
I mean, the only other thing that I can think of is I got more Kiss tickets.
Kiss tickets.
More Kiss tickets.
Me
Getting
too,
to go to 2
really.
shows. That's going to be fun.
Cool.
That's the only thing. Nancy did get waitlisted for Taylor Swift again, so she's a little upset.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's upset.
She's
already saw her.
She just watched her.
She's
one of those. She's one of those Swifties.
She's one of those Swifties.
We gotta whisper.
So she doesn't.
We gotta whisper, guys.
And we know she doesn't listen to the
shows.
So.
What do they call when people whisper into the mic?
Oh, this is the sidebar.
No, what is it called? What's the specific thing called?
The ASMR.
This is the ASMR episode.
Yeah. So,
okay, that's
hello,
enough.
everybody. Welcome to Chat from a Hat.
That's enough of that. I'm gonna speak loud.
You know what's? You better look out, because I'm gonna say. Okay. No. So, Caleb, like we were talking about, we have done...
We've only done one tier list.
We've done one tier list. We've done ranking lists.
No, we've done 2
2
tier lists.
We did 2.
We did the Marvel one, the MCU one, and we did the fast food one. Yeah.
So we have done 2. I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
I know I was right.
Corrected.
That's right.
Now.
That's right. But, Caleb, it's spooky season.
Yeah. Well, not quite.
It's
like kind of early
season.
August.
And, for a lot of people, August 1st starts spooky season.
As far as I'm concerned, it's always candy season.
It's candy season.
But it's going to become more prevalent come late September, early October, though.
Of course. Well, Caleb, what we decided to do is you made a list of all of these candy things, because with my new job, I just hadn't had a chance to yet. So you went ahead and did that for us, and then I went through the list and read some of them and put some ones in here that wasn't there. That I personally enjoy. Yeah. But we're going to rank them. We're going to tier list them. We're going to go through.
So our tiers are S, which is the highest.
Through F.
Yeah, exactly. F is the bottom. I still have not put anything in the F tier, I don't think, for anything we've done.
Did I put anything in the F tier?
Maybe. Did you put Chick-fil-A in the F tier, or did you put it in the D tier? I'm thinking D tier.
I think I put it in the D tier.
Which I don't think we put
because of the waffle fries, man.
And I'm not sure if I'll put anything in the F tier today. I don't know. I have not put any of them in the tiers yet. I'm going to do it live.
I'm not either.
And I'm not going to rank anything that I haven't had. I am going to. We have here a box of Junior Mints.
Okay.
When we get to Junior Mints, I've had Junior Mints, but I just don't remember.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and crack these Junior
Mints. Crack them
open.
Whenever we get to Junior Mints, we'll tier them. And
lift to open, tuck tab in to close.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. Here's how I look about this.
This is how you look about this? Oh my God, you opened up the box of Junior Mints. That was just insane.
And you know what I did? I didn't follow direction.
Good,
because I'm that kind of person.
We don't do that here. We don't. But there's a candy bar that I really wanted to try today on air, and I couldn't because the dollar store down the street did not have it. I was going to try it on air. That's the chunky.
The chunk.
You've had it, so you can tier rank it. You can tier rank it. I can't.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Oh no, we can go ahead. We can go ahead since you haven't seen it.
You want to go ahead and put the chunky as first one?
Chunky is S tier.
You think okay?
It is S tier.
We have started.
Chocolate, peanuts, raisins. S tier, and it's in a little cube, and it breaks off.
Raisins?
Yeah, it has raisins in it too.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. And it's just 4 little mounds, and you can break each individual piece off. You don't have to try and sit there and bite through it like a candy bar or anything like that. It's 4 little individual nuggets of goodness. It's an S tier. So that's. Okay. I'll kick it off with that.
So let's move down the list here. What do we got here first?
We got Kit Kats.
A Kit Kat.
Caleb, what do you think about a Kit Kat?
Break me off a piece of that. Frisky Feast, or
Fancy
Feast. I'm trying to do the Andy Bernard from The Office. Kit Kat. Where do I put Kit Kat? You know, there's just some candy bars I'm not passionate about. It's not that I'm not passionate about Kit Kat, but I'm also not passionate about Kit Kat. I like the Kit Kat bar, but for me, it's a. I'm putting it at the good old fashioned B tier.
Okay.
I think it's a solid little candy bar, you know, 4 pieces there. You break you off a piece of that, and
well, here's the thing about Kit Kats for me. And we're gonna get controversial right off the bat.
Oh boy, oh no,
we're gonna get controversial right off the bat. The blueberry muffin Kit Kats are better than the original Kit Kats.
I don't know about that.
They are.
I've had them
without question.
I don't think they are.
I'm not a huge fan of Kit Kat.
But we're not gonna tier rank that because nobody's had those.
Tell that to Mr. Jim Lawrence, who the referee from ASW, which apparently the only reason why they made them was because we bought them. The pumpkin, by the way, the pumpkin Kit Kats were terrible.
I think I've had those.
Oh my God, they're terrible, dude. Kit Kat will go C for me. It's middle of the road. If I walk into a store, I'm not going to pick it up probably. But if it's in a candy dish, I would pick it up and eat it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out of my way to get a Kit Kat, so I'll put it in the middle of the road and give it a C.
Okay. So we know what's next now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Reese Peanut Butter Cup,
if
I'm not mistaken. Reese Peanut Butter Cup, while not my favorite, it is definitely an S tier.
It's an S tier.
It's an S tier.
It will forever be my favorite candy. I can remember from the time I was a child until now. Reese's Cups, big cups, normal cups, creamy cups, chunky cups. They're a perfect blend of chocolate and peanut butter. They
always deliver.
They always deliver.
Now let me ask you this. Do you prefer the Reese Cup, the Reese Pumpkin, or the Reese Christmas Tree?
I prefer.
If we're doing those
three, the pumpkin.
Okay. What about the Easter egg? I forgot about the egg.
The eggs are the best.
They might be.
They're the best.
They might be the best.
You know the thing of it is like there's no difference.
We're not ranking those.
It's just a placebo
It's all
thing.
a Reese Cup. I think it's almost a textural thing.
Yeah.
But there was something about the ridges on the peanut butter cup that's just I don't know what it is about those.
Yep. And there is no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
You can have fun with Reese Cup when you're eating. The other ones you just kind of take a bite out of.
Yep.
Okay. What's next? We got
Twix. Two for me, none for you.
Fun fact about Twix. Do you really think there's a difference between the left and the right?
God, no.
People say that. I'm like, what? Guys, shut up. But the Twix, fun fact about Twix, I did a candy bar tournament. It might have been the very first candy bar tournament I did.
Yeah.
And Twix won that tournament.
It's not surprising.
I was very surprised.
Not surprised.
I really like Twix a lot. I put it at A tier.
That would be about the same for me.
I think that it's excellent. You know, I had it. We're not ranking this because, yet again, no one's had this. But at the dollar store, I got a Twix cookie dough. The cookie dough Twix, and that was really good too.
I think they make a cookies and cream Twix now too. I think
they might.
Think
the cookie dough was good, but Twix is always good. Even if you get like the fun size Twix, that's just like the one. It's really good.
Yeah,
I know some people don't like Twix, but I think that it's a good little cookie. Cookie bar.
It's I love a cookie bar.
It's
a good ratio of chocolate, caramel, and cookie.
Right. What's next, Josh?
Skittles.
Caleb.
You know what? Not a huge fan of Skittles.
Man, me neither. Jesus.
I'm going to do like I do with Kit Kat. I'm going to put it at the C mark. It's not terrible. I'll eat them if they're there. but I'm just not a huge fan. Again, it's not a go-to candy bar for me or a candy for me.
Okay, here's the thing about Skittles is that I put it at C tier also.
Okay.
I'm probably never going to eat Skittles ever again.
Because of your teeth.
So it has that going for it that it's such an irritating candy.
Yes, I agree with that.
If you chew an entire bag, your jaw is going to be hurting probably, and it's going to get stuck in your teeth, and it's not good enough to warrant that.
Right.
It's not like amazing enough to work. I'm going to risk it all for these Skittles. There was a time when I used to eat Skittles frequently, but a candy like that is just not my thing. But it's it still tastes fine. Sure. It's just I'm not going to eat it ever again. Yeah. So you better be lucky that it's not D tier for me.
Okay.
But I'm putting C tier because I've had some good times with the Skittles and even the sour Skittles.
The sour Skittles are better than the normal Skittles.
They destroy your taste buds.
Oh, yeah.
Man. Jeez. It's like chewing Big Red gum. Good God.
Oh God.
It's murder.
Big Red
murder.
gum.
It's murder on the tongue, man.
Big Red chew.
You'll just have canker sores all over your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is something that I think is similar to Skittles. Another candy that I might not eat ever again.
Starburst?
And that's a Starburst. Now, I actually had Starburst a lot through my life. I actually liked Starburst more than Skittles, but it's still a C tier.
Okay.
Because if I plan on never having it again, I can't have it above a C tier. But I've had good times with it. All the different flavors of Starburst. There's I think there was like a tropical Starburst that was really good. The taste is very, very fruit oriented, and the yellow Starburst is always the worst. We all know that, and the pink and the red are the best. If you draw out the red's the best. But it's also hell on your jaw and on your teeth. So no thanks. What do you got?
I'll put Starburst at C.
Yeah,
they're just there. Again, a lot of these candies for me, it's going to be like if they're kind of just there, and I've had enough of them to have an opinion, but I don't go to them. They're just going to be middle of the road unless it's something that I just flat out cannot stand. And trust me, looking at just some of the lists that we've got so far, we're going to get there.
We might for me. I'm not sure.
Caleb, the most underrated candy bar of all time. The Zero Bar.
The Zero Bar. For as long as I can remember, I have a lot of nostalgia with the Zero Bar. My dad, this was my dad's favorite candy bar. He introduced it to me when I was a kid. And it stuck with me. So much so that I purchased a Zero Bar shirt the other day on his website that may be questionable. We'll see if I get that shirt in or not. I think I will.
I'm sure you will.
Zero Bar is probably my favorite candy bar. It's for me, it's an easy S tier. I think that there's so much going on with it. The white fudge, the peanuts, the nougat. There's just a lot. Yeah. And it just sucks that it's got a bad rap. And I think it's because of Good Mythical Morning, man.
I agree.
They did that. That worst candy bar ranking. They ranked it the worst. Yep. And I was like, I really liked it. And it was one of their wives saying that Zero Bar is actually her favorite. Yep. She was like, I have nostalgia to it.
I think Rhett and Link need to kind of check themselves.
They need to check themselves, man. The Zero Bar it's so dense with all these different elements. It's so good.
A Zero Bar is an A tier for me. No question. I have no problem with a Zero Bar. Again, not a candy bar that I will go and pick up.
I'll pick it up above it.
But if I pick it up...
Listen, I almost picked one up just now at the dollar store. And I was looking for that chunky.
You should have.
I didn't. I've had 1,000 of them in my life. And, I'm going to have 1,000 more.
Probably.
I'm going to.
But yeah, even if I don't pick it up, there's, like you said, there's no question with the flavor combinations for that. It's just perfect on the palate. It's an A.
It's great. Yep. Love it. Obviously S for me.
Fifth Avenue. Now, I know you're a fan of Fifth Avenue. Do you have
experience with Fifth Avenue?
Not a lot. I may have had them once or twice, but not enough to really have an opinion.
I also have a lot of nostalgia with this one, too. Okay. I was almost introduced to this in the Zero Bar, but they're drastically different bars. Out of all the candy bars that may potentially get stuck in your teeth, and I mostly mean Fifth Avenue and Butterfinger, I'm always going to prefer the Fifth Avenue. And I hate to be busting out so many S tiers this early.
No.
But it's just I just think it's such a rewarding candy bar. I love it so much. I love the way that the chocolate flows in the inside of it while it may get stuck in your teeth. Just drink some water. You'll be all right. Drink some water. I love it. It's an S tier. I think the Zero Bar and the Fifth Avenue are the two most underrated candy bars. I really, really love both of those.
I'm going to give Fifth Avenue a C just because I don't have a lot of
you don't have a lot of experience
with it.
Maybe you shouldn't rank it then.
I'm going to give it a C. since it's right at the middle of the road, since I don't have really
Okay.
All right. Sour Patch Kids.
I know a lot of people are passionate about the Sour Patch Kids. Are you passionate about the Sour Patch Kids?
It's a B from me. It's not my favorite gummy candy, but I do enjoy a Sour Patch Kid.
I meant to say this before we started, but out of all the ranking stuff we've ever done, this is going to be my hottest takes of anything.
Okay.
Because I don't ever gravitate towards the gummy candies.
Right.
And I don't have the past experience with this candy the way that I do with a Skittles or a Starburst.
Okay.
So that got those to a C tier. I've had this a handful of times in my life, maybe more, maybe about 20 times in my life, and it's just never spoke to me at all. So Sour Patch to me is D tier.
Okay. That's fine.
Just
understandable.
Just don't. Sour Patch Kids, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what did you give it?
I gave it a B.
I just the gummies, guys. I just don't. I'm a candy bar guy, guys.
It's okay.
You gotta let me have them. The candy bars.
Well, speaking of candy bars,
This next one isn't.
M&M's.
M&M's, classic.
M&M's.
The classic M&M. It's hard to screw up an M&M. But sometimes they still find a way with these different designs and stuff.
Yeah.
Which
we'll talk about later.
But a regular M&M to me is a B tier.
It's a B tier.
Not my favorite of the different types of M&Ms, but it's solid.
Yep.
You get a handful of those. It's always good.
You're good.
So, yeah.
Caleb, what do you think about the M&M minis, though? Those are Nancy's favorite.
I don't like them as much.
I don't like them as much either.
I actually don't like them at all.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to tier rank those.
No.
Not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Don't have enough experience.
What's next?
It's a C tier. No, I'm kidding. It's a B. Hershey's. Just
the
a
Hershey
bar. By the way, did you put on this list a Hershey's almond?
No, I can though.
We're gonna.
We'll do that back to back. We'll do regular Hershey's.
We're gonna do the Hershey's.
It's gonna be simple for me.
It's Hershey's almond or Hershey's and Hershey's almond.
It's gonna be simple for me. They're both A tiers.
Okay. Hershey. Okay.
Hershey's is just a classic candy bar.
Yeah.
And it's maybe elevated by almonds in it.
Okay.
If I'm being honest with you.
Hershey bar is an S tier for me.
It's an S. I get that definitely.
No question. Hershey's almond, an A tier. Don't like it as much as the normal Hershey bar, but still a damn good candy bar.
Oh yeah,
still a damn good candy bar.
I thoroughly enjoy both of them a whole lot. Next one is going to be a little bit controversial. I feel like a little controversial on your behalf.
Probably F. Cookies and cream gets an F.
Oh wait!
It's terrible.
Wait! It's the Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
It's terrible.
This is a candy bar. Whenever we were growing up, was most kids' favorite candy bar.
Not me.
Hold on, wait. Let me speak. Let me speak.
Go
Undoubtedly, this candy bar was better in the 90s. They did some sort of an ingredient change, and I had one the other day. I still like it. I have it at B tier. I do legitimately like it. Mm-hmm. But man, back in the day, back in like the late 90s, I don't know if there was a candy bar that would beat this one.
Yeah, I know one that would. The Reese Cup.
I mean, as a kid, I'm always going to gravitate towards cookies and cream more than a Reese Cup, Josh. But yeah.
I have leg cramps again.
You have leg cramps?
That's wonderful.
Josh has a leg cramp.
I have a leg cramp, so I'm standing up for a moment.
That's what you get for giving this an F tier.
I don't care. Cookies and cream is an F.
This is the universe. This is the universe punishing you for
I don't
an awful
care.
take.
It can punish me for an awful take.
I bet not that many people agree with you.
They probably don't, and I quite frankly don't care.
Look at Josh playing.
Don't care.
Playing in the fourth quarter with leg cramps like LeBron James.
I know, right? Nope.
Josh is still having leg cramps.
Yep. We're
good. Don't worry, I got this. I got this.
Keep going.
So Josh had to walk away. Josh is in the next room, and he whispered to my ear, "Caleb, I was wrong. The Hershey's Cookies and Cream is actually an A tier." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
I didn't know such thing.
That's
I'm
fine.
standing right here.
So the Hershey's Cookies and Cream. So it's a B tier for me. I think it's
F. It's terrible.
That's insane.
If I want to eat a brick of milk, I will just let the milk spoil for 3 or 4 days.
Josh, you just don't get it, do you? Do you, Scotty?
I don't get it. I don't want to get it.
Josh doesn't understand the high cuisine that is Hershey's Cookies and Cream. That kind of rhymes. That rhymed a little bit.
In Caleb's next song will now be an ode to cookies and cream. It's an F for me. I hate that. I hate that candy bar with every fiber of my being.
What the F ever? Okay, so we're gravitating back to the M&Ms.
Back to the M&Ms
with the peanut M&Ms, which is my favorite M&M.
Okay.
Love the peanut M&Ms. So it's an A tier for me.
An A tier. A tier for me as well.
It's great. It's more fulfilling than the regular M&Ms, and I love peanuts. Just love peanuts. So it's like it's a done deal.
Yep.
Done deal for me.
It's completely understandable. It's an A tier for me as well. No question. Yeah. And then we get to the high and mighty peanut butter M&Ms.
Is that where we're at? Okay.
That's where we're at.
I didn't have that on mine. Okay.
So peanut butter M&Ms, Caleb, S tier for me.
It
is an S.
It is also an A tier for me because I don't like it as much as the peanut M&Ms.
Sure.
And there might be something else that's similar to that I like a little better. Later, I'll list a little later. I like whenever I was introduced to the peanut butter M&Ms, I was like, oh, this was a nice surprise. This is really good. And I like it more than the regular M&Ms. So
sure.
It's an A tier. You said S tier?
Yeah, peanut butter M&Ms is an S tier.
That's a lot of people's favorite M&Ms. So.
No question. So Caleb, Haribo
Gold Bears.
The Gold Bears.
Basically gummy bears.
So pretty much what I told you when I saw this on the list, I was like, I'm going to include gummy bears. Instead of saying Gold Bears, I'm just going to say gummy bears, gummy worms, that sort of gummy candy like that. Gummy worms is an S tier for me. Or gummy bears and gummy worms is an S tier for me.
Really?
Yes. Dude, if you only knew the amount of gummy bears and gummy worms and stuff I have eaten in my lifetime. Now, there is a candy made by Haribo. That's how you say it.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That is the very cherry. And they look like cherries. And they're gummy candy, and they're just cherry. There's cherry gummies. They are the absolute best. If that was on there, it would be top tier. Right behind Reese Cup, probably. As my favorite candy.
Oh, okay.
They are so good.
You really like the gummy bears, huh?
Absolutely, dude.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to bring the party down. Because I've said the gummy kind of foods.
That's okay.
So this is don't not big on these at all.
It's okay.
It's a D tier for me.
Okay.
Have you ever seen where people have talked about if you eat an entire bag of Haribo Gold Bears in like a sitting, like you will be using the bathroom for 24 hours straight? I guess it's like the zero alcohol or whatever.
I can attest that does not happen.
Did you eat it?
It does not happen.
I saw somebody say, but they might have also drank X-Lax. I've watched some crazy videos in my time, man. People just torturing themselves for the sake of a click. No.
Here's the thing. If you eat sugar-free gummy bears or sugar-free candy and you sit and eat a whole bag of it, you are going to crap your guts out for about 3 days because it's a natural laxative, pretty much.
That reminds me. Oh God. Oh God, this is a heck of a transition into something that's unrelated. I've been getting TikTok recommendations for the past month for this book.
Oh no!
It's a book. The genre is called splatterpunk. It's a very specific genre of horror. Okay. The book is called Playground.
Okay.
And I kept getting like curious, and they were like,
Did you buy this book?
God, no.
Okay. No. Did you illegally pirate this book?
I kept getting curious because they kept saying like, I was on board until page 40, and then people was like, no, dude, page 47's worse. So I read both, and I can attest page 47 is indeed worse. So the poop talk kind of got me going on that. God. Enter at your own risk. But if I've caught your interest, check out those 2 pages of Playground. It's a horror novel. That's all you need to know.
Not a sponsor.
Let's just say those pages aren't bad because of their gore. It's not because of the gore. So just want to get that out of the way. That reminded me of the Gold Bears.
A lot of poop talk.
Maybe.
A lot of poop talk.
Possibly. Good luck with that one, folks.
Yeah.
Moving on to Snickers.
Snickers
is a classic candy bar. There's nothing wrong with the Snickers. I'd actually say out of all my S tiers I have right now, if I'm being objective, I think Snickers might be the best candy bar of all time. So it's an S tier for me.
Okay.
Probably, I'm looking at all these, probably my final S tier.
Okay.
I don't know. It's either Zero is always going to be my favorite, but Snickers is just right there around the corner. It's I don't know. It's a fulfilling. If you get a big enough Snickers, that's a meal. Yeah. It's great.
It's true.
Love it.
I'm gonna give Snickers an A.
Okay.
Give it an A. Yeah, it's just really good.
Remember the peanut butter?
Yeah, I was gonna say the peanut butter
Those
sneaker
were pretty good too.
They
weren't as good, but they were good.
Yeah, I'll give it an A. Give it an A. Caleb, Jolly Ranchers.
So this falls into the category with dang it, hold on, I'm trying to copy and paste it with a Skittles or a Starburst.
Okay.
Where I've had them, and actually they taste better than Skittles and Starburst. But I ain't going to eat them ever again. They're hard. Yeah. It's just like, whatever. And then if you get it in like gummy form, it's like, well, it's gummy and I don't like gummy. Well, they may be easier to chew, but it is what it is. I will say that some of these are very tasty. It's just, I don't know, it's not very fulfilling. If you get the right one, like a watermelon Jolly Rancher, I think it's really good. I don't know if that's popular or not. But I put it at a C tier.
Okay.
It's whatever.
I'm C.
never going to eat it again, probably.
I was going to put it at C as well. Caleb, Hershey Kisses. Where's Hershey Kisses go?
Hershey Kisses not as fulfilling as a Hershey bar, but it's still pretty good. I have it at B tier.
Yeah, I would put it at B as well.
They're a nice little, easy little treat, great around the Halloween time.
But would you say that the Hershey Kisses almond is better?
I've had them, I think. I just don't remember. I can't even like properly tier rank them.
Okay.
Because I've had the bars way more than the Hershey Kiss almond. So.
Okay. Airheads. C tier for me.
Airheads suck.
No, actually, it's a D tier for me.
Airheads suck.
I don't like them.
I even when I ate them as a kid, I was like, these aren't that great.
Yeah.
And I would never eat them now. You better be lucky that I'm not giving it an F tier. It's D tier for me too.
They just have no flavor after like the first little bite.
They're dumb.
Yeah.
But moving on to something that is probably in the same camp as a lot of these ones that I've hated. Mm-hmm. But there's just something about these nerds. There's something about them that makes me put them at the B tier. I don't know. You know, whenever I was a kid, I went to church, and sometimes we'd be able to eat like candy in the church. And Nerds was one of those in those little boxes, and I would eat them in like one swoop.
Yep,
just pour them down my mouth.
And you know what it is too? It is that Halloween nostalgia.
A little bit of that too.
A little bit of that Halloween nostalgia.
You got the purple and you got the red. I think those were like the main two. And
you
know what? The purple, usually I don't lean towards purple, but the purple was great.
It was grape and strawberry,
maybe,
or was it grape and watermelon?
I don't know.
I think it was strawberry. I think it was grape and strawberry.
Maybe.
I was always a grape fan.
I think it's the best one.
It's the best.
It's the best Nerd.
It's a B tier for me.
Yeah, B tier.
B.
That's one of the only ones like that you'll see me put that high.
Sure.
It is good. It's just it's still not a candy bar for me. Do you have Nerds Rope on yours?
I don't. I don't either. I have never had a Nerds Rope.
I put it on here because so many people, when I ask for... So we'll just acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So many people said that Nerds Rope was like their favorite. Mm-hmm. And if I've had a Nerds Rope, it's been so long and I just don't recall.
Right.
I don't recall. It was probably good. It's Nerds. So I can't tier rank it.
I've never in my life had a Nerds Rope ever.
Or the nerd clusters.
Clusters are good. I have had those.
See, I have that on here too. I think, those. And I've heard people say great things about those, but I've never had it. So
high rolling now, the Nestle Crunch,
the Casey King Express, which is the Nestle Crunch. So I did a TikTok on my favorite candy bars the other day, and I did not have Nestle Crunch. And I literally got a comment 1 minute after posting it from Casey King saying, "Oh, where's Nestle Crunch?" I didn't have it in my top 10.
It's the truth.
But that being said, I really, really like Nestle Crunch, and it's an A tier.
Okay.
It's not as good as a Hershey, but it's different. You know, it's got the crunchy element, and it's different. A lot of people compare the two, but they're different enough.
Yeah.
And I like them a lot. Yeah. Especially the bunch of crunch.
Oh yeah, bunch of, now
that might be better.
Now hold on. Are we putting bunch of crunch on here now?
I'll put them together because I'd have them both at A tier. So
okay, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I would have Nestle Crunch at A. I would have bunch of crunch at S. Because here's the thing: if we didn't have bunch of crunch, Nestle Crunch would be an S tier for me. I love that candy bar, man. But if we're gonna do bunch of crunch gets S tier. Nestle Crunch gets an A tier. Just because of the popability and the
okay, they're great.
Yeah,
I'd have them both at A tier.
So yeah.
I'll write down bunch of crunch.
Yeah, bunch of crunch.
Is that what it's called?
Bunch of crunch.
Bunch of crunch.
I guess I don't know.
That used to be a movie theater staple, man.
Yeah, it was Nathan's favorite.
But I don't.
Favorite too.
But I don't eat a daggone thing, as you heard in our theater experiences.
Yeah.
I don't buy stuff. I don't support local theaters. No, I just don't like to eat during the movie.
That's okay. Caleb, we're going to get some hot takes again.
The hottest.
Reese's Pieces.
Okay. Reese's Pieces.
Yep. Reese's Pieces.
As much as I want to put it up here, I've already said there's no more S tiers, and I can't go back on my word. But I do think it is probably... I was going to say it's my top A tier, but it's not.
Okay.
But it is an A tier for me.
Okay.
I really like it. I like it more than the
peanut butter
M&Ms.
Okay.
I don't know. There's something about them, man. Go back to my movie theater times, whenever I used to work at the movie theater. Sometimes you'd come across an open box in the middle of the night that somebody bought and they just didn't eat. And you'd find it, you'd be like, what? This is unopened. I'm hungry. It's 3 a.m. And I came across Reese's Pieces a handful of times, and you better believe I ate those suckers on the spot. I love those. And since we're... I'll let you go first.
Go ahead.
This is... I'd be talking about a whole different candy. So you talk about Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces gets a C.
Oh, you...
From me.
You...
You've
done it now.
Listen, it is my least favorite Reese's.
Oh God, I love it.
And it's
my second favorite Reese's.
I love Reese's Pieces when it is in a outrageous bar, which is the chocolate and the peanut butter, the caramel, and all that stuff. That is when they're fantastic because it adds a crunch to that bar and gives it a different texture. But eating them by themselves, I never eat Reese's Pieces by themselves. Ever. Okay. Ever. That's I will get the peanut butter M&Ms every day.
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, what you were
dumb. I was thinking about movie theater, and I also came across a lot of boxes of those cookie dough bites. I don't know what the brand is, but you want to throw that? Have you had those?
I have, not enough to really give them a ranking.
Okay. I'm not going to rank them either.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm not going to put them on my tier ranking, but I just want to give them a shout out. I think it's the best movie theater food you can get. I love those cookie dough bites. Holy cow, they're great.
What do you think about snow caps? Have you had snow caps?
They're annoying and they're messy. Anytime you just look around the theater and you see a bunch of like the residue from the snow caps, and it's annoying. I hate them.
Okay.
I base everything off messiness. Because I had to clean it up and I hate it. So
okay.
Next we have
Swedish fish.
So
this is a gummy candy.
It is a gummy candy.
It is a gummy candy.
Out of all these gummy candies that I keep putting in the C tier, it may be the one that I would, if I came across some of them at Halloween time, I'd eat them first because they're not as much. Mm-hmm. They're pretty simple, and they're not difficult. They still might get stuck in your teeth, but I still put it at C tier. It's not amazing, but I wouldn't say that I'd never eat it again.
Okay,
so
it's a D tier for me. I can't stand them. I don't like them.
Oh man,
don't like them. If they're the only gummy candy I could ever get, then sure I'd eat them, but they're a D tier. They're the lowest.
Okay.
Totem pole.
Okay.
Milky Way.
Man, a Milky Way.
Man.
Do you hear people talk about a Milky Way?
Not really.
You know what we sell? I work, in the concession stands at the local productions in the park, and Milky Way is one of them we have, and I eat those suckers.
They're good.
Man, they are good. They are excellent.
Awesome.
I love it. I love a Milky Way. Milky Way is one of my top A tiers here.
Okay.
It's great. It's in terms of its density and what's in it. I don't think it's as dense and loaded as like a Snickers or maybe not even a Zero Bar, but it's right there behind those two.
It's smooth.
Oh, it's smooth.
Everything about it is just smooth.
It's that caramel.
Yep. And that nougat. It's an A for me. It's an A for me.
A for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we were talking about smooth. Let's talk about
the most upsetting candy ever.
The Milky Way Simply Caramel?
Oh. I don't have that on here.
I told you about it last night.
I don't. If I've had it, I don't remember.
I know you've had them.
Maybe
because we used to have them at my house all the time.
I don't remember enough. It probably tastes a lot like a regular Milky Way.
It just doesn't have the nougat in it.
Oh, that.
So it's just like eating like a caramel.
Ruins it.
It doesn't. They're amazing. It's also an A tier for me if I was going to put them there. Caleb, have you ever had the Midnight Milky Way?
I have. It's just been. It's a dark chocolate, right?
It's the dark chocolate Milky Way.
It's been a long time. Man, I couldn't rank it.
Man, those are so good.
I'm sure it was, man. It's a Milky Way.
So good. Caleb. F. Just F.
Dude, I hate
F
Fun Dip.
for Fun Dip.
Yeah, you're right.
Fun Dip is terrible.
I hate it. I'm not gonna
so
eat a,
bad.
I'm not gonna eat a Fun Dip. I've had one, and it's like, what? It's like, this is too much
What are you?
work. This is too much work, and it's not even good.
Are you too? It's like literally taking a stick. It's taking a stick of chalk, putting it down in chalk dust, and eating chalk dust.
Well,
that's what it is.
Dust.
It's chalk dust.
It's just, but it's loaded with sugar.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Don't like it.
Never a fan of Fun Dip.
Yeah, I never liked it either.
Okay, so there's two. Let me see if this is on here too. Okay, it's not good. You know what goes with Fun Dip for me, and then that particular thing? Yes, Pop Rocks. I hate Pop Rocks, dude. Have you ever had Pop Rocks? You want to put
Pop Rocks on here?
I put it on. If I put it on there, then yes, we'll talk about it.
We don't need to talk about it. I'm just going to put it at D tier.
Yeah, Pop Rocks is an F tier for me, too. I don't like them.
I like to put it in my drinks back when I was in the 3rd grade.
No, I just don't like them. Do not like them.
Okay, I guess we're getting into like these novelty foods that are like
a little bit.
We got Ring Pop next. I think Ring Pop is better than a Fun Dip. But
Ring Pop is substantially better than a Fun Dip.
But I'm still not big on them. You're not going to see me eating a Ring Pop anytime soon. So, for that reason, I put it at a C tier.
Okay.
I used to have a good experience with Ring Pop, but I'm past the Ring Pop element of my life.
Okay.
And I don't want it anymore.
I would put Ring Pop at a C tier.
Okay.
I'd put it at a C.
Yeah.
Sweet Tarts.
Sweet Tarts. Now, I used to really like Sweet Tarts.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately,
you grew up.
I hate to keep bringing up this same thing, but it's another one of the candies that I'm never going to eat again. So for that, it is a C tier.
Yeah, C tier for me as well.
It is great experiences with them, but I don't want to break my teeth. So I'm not going to eat Sweet Tarts anymore, guys. Sorry. Can't do it. And you know what? Since we're on it, let's get to Laffy Taffy.
Never going to eat it again. It's a C.
I hate a Laffy Taffy, but I don't hate as much a Fun Dip, so it's a D tier.
Okay.
Don't like it, man. Don't like it.
I'm going to give Laffy Taffy a C tier for the fact that a lot of people chew Laffy Taffy. I don't. I just kind of let it dissolve.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that might sound sacrilegious, but I don't like to pull any gum or teeth work that I've had done in my mouth out of my mouth by eating stuff that gets stuck in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. So Laffy Taffy gets a C tier for me. I know a lot of people love banana Laffy Taffy. I think it's the worst.
I think it all sucks.
Like the absolute worst.
Trash. It's just slightly better than Airheads for me.
Okay.
But they're both D tier.
They're both terrible.
Hate to break it to you.
They're not great.
So what's next? We got
Twizzlers.
Twizzlers. I like a Twizzler now.
Yeah.
But one of the best things, it's really not one of the best things, but whenever you go to Quaker Steak and they give you the Twizzlers. At the end, I'm like, this is a nice little surprise, these little Twizzlers. And I eat them all. I'm like, these are great. I love them. They're not incredible, but they're a B tier for me.
Okay.
I like them. Now, I've never had a Red Vine.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are Red Vine people, but I've never had one. I've only had Twizzlers, and I don't like them.
Okay. Twizzlers is a D for me. Don't like them.
Son of a, you led me astray. You made it sound like, I like Twizzlers.
Don't like them. Sorry,
man, Josh.
I don't. They taste like wax to me. They just taste like pure wax.
You know what? First, you had you had an awful take on the Hershey's cookies and cream, and now this. Okay,
Butterfinger. B for Butterfinger.
Out of all the candy bars, the top tier candy bars, it's one of my least favorites.
Really?
And yet,
take away though the fact that it gets stuck in your teeth. Just go on flavor.
Let me continue.
Okay.
And yet, it's still a B tier. That's how fondly I think of candy bars. I've never had many candy bars where I haven't liked them. Okay. As you can see, I do not have a candy bar below a B tier on this list yet. It's usually like the crappy fruit gummy stuff, and I'm like
fruit roll-ups.
Butterfinger's good, but I think stuff that you can fix with Butterfinger is better, like a Butterfinger pie. I think that because the taste of the Butterfinger is excellent, and the those Butterfinger bites. I might would rather eat that than a Butterfinger.
Yeah, Butterfinger bites are great.
Yeah, but Butterfinger, I know a lot of people compare that to a Fifth Avenue. I prefer a Fifth Avenue over a Butterfinger. What do you think?
It's a B. It's a B tier.
B tier for you too. Okay.
Question: what do you think? Just side note, and we don't have to rank it. What do you think about Fruit Gushers?
I used to like them as a kid just because they exploded in your mouth.
Right.
But yeah, I would never eat them again.
Yeah, me either.
I'm not even gonna put them on here.
No, I'm not either.
I was just
asking.
It's not worth my energy, folks. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, speaking of your energy, Tootsie Rolls.
A Tootsie Roll. A Tootsie Roll got a lot of memories with the Tootsie Roll. A lot of nostalgia. If I came across one, I'd probably eat it.
Okay.
And I've always liked it. So I'm gonna put it at the bottom of my. Oh, man, that would be right next to a Butterfinger. Is it as good as a Butterfinger? Is that crazy?
Absolutely not.
I didn't think so either. I'm putting it at the top of my C tier.
I don't even think it's that high.
I like it.
Not at the top anyway.
No,
it's a C for me too. But
well, you got to remember, I've talked nothing but trash about most of these C tiers, but I had good experiences with them in the past. Sure. But I'm just never going to eat them again.
Sure.
I'd probably eat a Tootsie Roll again because they're simple, they're easy to eat, and there I said it.
Okay. What do you think about the flavored Tootsie Rolls?
I haven't had that much experience with them.
I hate them. They get an F.
Okay.
They're terrible.
All right.
They're so nasty. I hate them.
Are they?
I don't like them.
Okay.
I don't like. Listen, if I'm going to eat a Tootsie Roll, I want a chocolate Tootsie Roll. I don't want a vanilla Tootsie Roll. I don't want a strawberry Tootsie Roll.
I'd much rather eat the. I'm always going to grab a Tootsie Roll as a chocolate.
What do you think about Tootsie Roll Pops?
All the suckers.
Yeah.
I used to love those.
Dude, those suckers would get an A tier.
But I'd never eat them again.
It's an A tier for me if we had it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Caleb, Warheads.
A Warhead.
Warheads.
So Warhead went through a bit of an evolution for me.
Okay. Okay.
I don't eat them ever,
Okay.
but if I had to, I would. And here's why.
Okay.
Because I've heard from very reliable people on TikTok that, let's say, if you're in the midst of a anxiety attack or a panic attack, you can pop in a Warhead and it might snap you back into. During the peak of COVID there in 2020, I bought a bunch of Warheads. And I would use it sometimes.
Did it work for you, though?
I think it kind of did.
Okay.
I'd much rather take medication like I do now.
Sure.
But the Warheads, I used to fear the Warheads. Because like, oh man, this is gonna be sour.
The lemon Warhead.
But I think because of that benefit, and you know what? I kind of like them. I put them at B tier for me.
Okay.
Because that benefit, I do attest to that. I think it works.
Okay.
So if it's good for your mental health, and I know Fun Dip's not good for your mental health. So I'm leaning towards the Warhead for a B tier.
Yeah. Okay. Warheads get an A for me, dude.
Oh yeah.
I get that. I love Warheads now. I love Warheads when I was a kid. I have a very nostalgic connection to them. Just Halloween time and everything. They were like the go-to hard candy for me.
Yeah.
So definitely A tier for me.
A tier.
A tier. You cannot beat a black cherry Warhead. I'm sorry.
It's good.
Just can't do it. Whoppers.
And not the burgers.
Not the Whoppers.
This is the milk chocolate little balls, right?
Yes.
Right? Is that okay?
Yes. I'm not a huge fan.
I kind of am.
Okay.
I really am. Oh man, I'm stuck here between an A and a B.
Okay.
Because there's a simplicity to them that's just kind of like magic. It's like almost the equivalent. It's sort of similar to popping in peanut M&Ms, but they don't taste anything alike. But it's a similar kind of just simple. Yeah, if Halloween comes around and my nieces bring home some boxes of Whoppers because they don't want them, I'm gonna eat them. I like them.
Okay.
So I put them at the bottom of my A tier. I really, really like them a lot.
I'm gonna put Whoppers at C.
Oh, Josh.
Sorry,
Josh.
bub.
Josh.
Sorry, bub. I hate that for you.
I'm getting angry.
You don't have many more here, folks.
Some of these I don't have much experience, but some of them I'm kind of passionate about.
Okay, that's fine.
Dum Dums.
Dum Dums.
Do you have a good experience with Dum Dums from the bank going through the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is where I was introduced to Bum Bum.
Yep.
The Bum Bums. So my mom would go through the drive-through bank and they'd see that a kid was in there. And they'd put some Dum Dums.
Put some Dum Dums in the little thingy when it come back down.
And I liked all those, man.
Dude,
I'll put it at B tier because I never have it anymore because it's more of a kid thing. But
here's the thing about Dum Dums though, and this is my argument for maybe it possibly getting an A tier. Follow me. They're not huge. They're just enough to satisfy a sweet tooth if you want a piece of hard candy or a sucker. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's such a hard argument to try and get it to A, but it's still going to stay at B for me because there are some of those flavors I just don't care about.
Some of those flavors. Did you ever get to, like, the mystery flavor? Had, like,
the mystery.
Mark?
Yeah,
it would always be let down.
It was all
like root beer.
Yeah.
Now that cherry, I think the cherry and watermelon are just like, ooh.
Fruit punch is good too.
Green apple.
Oh
man.
Blue raspberry.
Oh man.
See, I liked the root beer one. I liked the root beer.
It was fine.
You know what? Call me an old man. Butterscotch is amazing.
It was decent.
Butterscotch is so good.
I don't think I've ever had a Dum Dum that I actively hated. So, what's next?
The hot take. The hottest take. The hottest take.
Oh man.
Candy corn.
A Halloween staple.
A Halloween staple. It is not a Halloween staple in my household.
You know what I will never eat or ever feel passionate about?
Candy corn?
Eating ever in my life is a candy corn.
Yep.
It goes straight to F for me.
It's an F.
It's an F.
Thank you. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I'm not the only person.
I don't get. I don't like this.
I don't get it. It's a ball. It's literal triangle of wax.
Don't like it.
Nothing. It tastes like nothing.
It's bogus.
Yeah.
It's a fraud.
Yeah.
If you like it, you're trash.
Jesus.
Now I'm joking. A lot of people love the candy.
No, you're trash.
So you're trash. It's just for some people it just works. You know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
It might be my bottom F tier.
Oh yeah.
No. Okay. Candy rather eat candy corn than Fun Dip. It's less of a task. You can just pop it in.
But at least Fun Dip has some sort of flavor to it.
The candy corn has a flavor. You might not like it. Yeah, you might not like it.
Because it doesn't taste like anything to me.
Josh.
Maybe it's just the flavor receptors in my tongue are just like, nah.
It has a candy corn flavor. Nah. Okay, next is...
What was my other Fs? Pop Rocks, Fun Dip.
You had a Hershey's
Cookies and cream. Yeah. You know what?
Josh, if you put...
No. I would eat a cookies and cream before...
I know, it's what? Cookies and cream is good.
Corn. It's not.
Jesus.
It's not good.
What's next? Almond Joy.
Almond Joy.
Ooh, I love a good Almond Joy. See, Almond Joy and Mounds are similar, but Mounds don't have the almonds in them.
Right.
And obviously, I'm always going to lean towards what has the almonds in it.
Yep.
Because I love a good almond. But with that being said, it is a B tier for me.
Okay.
Very perfectly enjoyable. You're never going to see me purchase like a full size almond bar.
Sure.
But the fun size ones you get at Halloween, I'll eat them. So it's good, I think.
F for me.
Oh man.
I don't like coconut. I don't like coconut.
Josh.
I don't like coconut.
Hate to see what you're gonna give Mounds. You're gonna give Mounds a G?
Maybe. might give it a.
You know what's weird?
An H.
You know what's weird? Why did we collectively decide to not? Whenever we were looking at the grading scale of things, I'm talking about the universe.
Yeah.
Why did we just pass up E? Why is that?
Don't know.
What do you think that is?
Don't know.
We're not going to look it up. We're just asking.
I don't know.
It's just weird, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's... And what does S even mean?
Superior.
Is that what that means?
I don't know.
Probably. It probably is. Okay, let's move on to a banger.
Satisfactory. I don't know.
Cadbury Dairy Milk.
I have not had enough of them to have an opinion.
Oh, Josh.
So it's gonna get a C.
Josh,
middle of the road.
You can't do that. I put it at A, man. It's excellent.
The reason why I say that because I know I like the majority of Cadbury stuff that I've had. That's why it's going to get a C for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give it middle of the road.
Okay.
Middle of the road.
That's fair. Well, let's move on to a candy bar that...
$100,000.
That's my least favorite candy bar. $100,000.
Really?
I think it's difficult. It's very chewy.
Okay.
It's tough.
Okay.
It's rough.
Okay.
It's all the wrong stuff. So with that being said, I'm putting it with the in Tootsie Roll land.
Okay.
At a C tier.
Okay.
I hate to put a candy bar in the C tier. $100,000. Okay. You're never gonna see me eat one.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen ever again.
Yeah.
Don't love them.
Yeah.
They're rough. They're tough.
Yeah.
They're all
the
wrong stuff. You know, as I was saying that reminded me that the voice actor for Dale Gribble died yesterday.
Yeah.
That sucks.
It does suck.
Jeez, man.
That does suck.
So what do you think about $100,000?
I mean, you know what? To be quite honest with you, I don't even remember $100,000. So now I'm looking it up to see exactly what $100,000 candy bar is.
They're difficult. Seriously.
What is the candy bar that has that's like the coconut? Not a.
It's not $100,000. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've ever had $100,000. So I'm not gonna. I'm not.
It's passable. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next we have Mr. Good Bar, a severely overlooked candy bar for me.
Mr. Good Bar?
Yeah, severely.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy overlooked.
Yeah.
I love a Mr. Good Bar.
Yep.
That's an easy A tier for me. I love. Yet again, love those peanuts.
Yeah.
Actually, if you put a Mr. Good bar in front of me and you put a Hershey's bar in front of me, I might pick the Mr. Good bar.
Yeah, because the Mr. Good bar has some texture. It has.
But the Mr. Good bar has. I mean, the Hershey's has that classic chocolate taste, you know. But Mr. Good bar, there's just something about it. Made by the same people, but I think I would rather have Mr. Good bar. So that's almost like a top A tier behind like a Twix and a peanut M&Ms for me.
Okay. I'd give it a B.
Okay.
Yeah. Raisinets.
I do like Raisinets.
I do too.
I like raisins, despite popular. I really like cinnamon raisin cookies.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's one of the best candies here, but I do think it is a solid B tier.
I would give it a B. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's good. It's one of the best movie theater candies, but it's not the best. It's not it's probably not as good as like a Bunch of Crunch. So
okay. Mounds F. Go ahead, tell me why you like it, because I've already said. Well,
it's like I said, it's similar to an Almond Joy, but it's not quite as good. It's not my least favorite candy bar, but it's probably right there in front of $100,000. So I put it at C.
Okay.
A C tier.
Okay. It's an F for me because it has coconut in it. I
know.
I can't do coconut. Coconut is a texture thing. I like the flavor of coconut. I can't. It feels like I'm eating like. I can't even explain what I'm trying to say, but it just feels like eating wax paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you have a lot of A tiers like I do?
Not a lot.
I have a lot of A tiers.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, yeah.
I definitely have the most A tiers out of anything. Because I only have four. I only have 4 S tiers.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you have the most A tiers out of anything?
I have 9 A's, so yeah,
probably. Have about 10.
Yeah,
I'm not going to count them. It's
anyway.
time. Smarties.
I'm going to put it in the same thing as Sweet Tarts. Actually, no, I'm not, because Smarties is not as good as Sweet Tarts, so it's a D tier for me.
Smarties, yet again, another church candy. It's just not as good as Nerds.
Yeah.
Would I ever eat a Smarties ever again?
No.
Maybe not.
Because I probably wouldn't either, to be quite honest.
I might not, so I'm almost thinking about putting it in D. What did you put it?
I put it at D.
I was thinking about putting it in D.
Yeah.
Because I just...
Definitely a D.
I liked it as a kid, but I'm just like, what do I care about these anymore?
No.
I don't think I do.
No, you don't.
I don't care about them at all.
As I sway you to the D tier.
He swayed me.
Swaying you.
Let's get into the thickest candy
bar.
The
meat and potato candy bar.
The thickness.
Caleb, Baby Ruth.
The Baby Ruth is the most fulfilling candy bar. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the best.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
But I do really like a Baby Ruth. Sometimes it can be a little chewy and a little tough. You don't want to get those things cold. That's for sure.
No. You're going to break.
You'll break several teeth.
Yep.
Several a tooth will be broken.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like it. Borderline putting it at A tier, but I'm not putting it at B tier.
Okay.
I'll eat it. It's not going to be the first thing I choose, but I'll definitely eat it.
Baby Ruth is a B for me as well.
It's good.
I know a Payday is going to be an S tier for you.
We'll see.
What's next? So
I know. Let's take a look here. Payday. I love a good Payday.
I was going to say, if a Payday is not an S tier for you.
I think a Payday, when it comes to candy bars, is probably the best energy bar you can buy.
Sure.
Just because it's so loaded with peanuts. It's also very, very salty because of that.
Yeah.
But I do love a good Payday now.
It's a good
the blend.
It's a good balance of salt and sweet.
It's simple. It's peanuts and caramel.
Yeah.
And it's great. A lot of people say, like, well, if you put chocolate on it, it's basically a Baby Ruth. It's still not. Not quite. Not quite.
No.
But I'm not sure if I would have it at an... what the heck? I'm putting that at S tier. I need it. The S tier's looking a little small, so I'm putting it in there.
All right. I'm going to put Payday at a B tier, too.
Two?
Two. Yeah, with Baby Ruth. I put them both together in B. All right, Caleb. 3 Musketeers.
Ooh. You know, 3 Musketeers, sometimes it can feel a bit hollow just because it's so light.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes that's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Sometimes it's a good thing. It's something that...
You don't want a real heavy sweet.
Yeah, there's not a lot to the 3 Musketeers. There's not a lot of biting. It's just very easy. You can get it cold and still easily bite through it.
Yep.
But it also hurts it because it's just not as fulfilling as some of these other ones, like a Snickers or even a Reese cup.
Okay.
So I would have this candy bar at a... Dang, do I want to put it at A tier or B tier? What do y'all think, folks? What do y'all think? Put it at C tier, Caleb. Oh, Guy, I'm not going to put it at C tier. That's insane. I'll put it at a... I want to hear you first.
I'm going to put Three Musketeers in a B tier with everything else.
Okay.
With the Baby Ruth and the Payday.
Me too.
That general
me
area.
Too, man. I'll put it at B tier. I think I'd rather eat it than a Baby Ruth, but it's still it's B.
Yeah. Yeah. Caleb, whatchamacallit?
Man, whatchamacallit goes into the ranking of candy bars that have a lot going on inside of it. Mm-hmm. And I think it works fully to its advantage. Mm-hmm. I used to be kind of cold on the whatchamacallit just because it was hard to pronounce. You look at it as a kid, you're like, well, how do you say this word?
Yep.
But I remember having my first whatchamacallit. I was like, man, I have been sleeping on this thing, man. Mm-hmm. And I don't get it that often just because a lot of times I forget that it exists.
Yeah.
But I would eat it in a heartbeat.
Okay.
It's very good. And I give it an A tier.
Okay.
Did you know whatchamacallit's technically is a word?
Is it?
Yeah. Because if you type it in on Word, it doesn't try to correct you.
Huh.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Is it because the candy bar was whatchamacallit a word before the candy bar?
I don't know.
We need to do an entire episode on
the whatchamacallit.
It'd be very interesting. It'll get a lot of downloads, I think.
I think so.
What do you think about whatchamacallit?
I'll put whatchamacallit in a B tier too, along with the rest of them. We've hit our stride with B's right now. Yeah. That might change in just a minute.
I hate that I still have more A tiers on this list to come.
Buddy, it's.
But I mean, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen with this next one, which is a caramello.
Now, do you say caramello or caramello?
I'm gonna say caramello.
Josh. Okay. It's a caramello bar to me.
Well, whatever. Whatever. Is that with 2 L's or with 1 L?
It's with 2 L's.
That's what I thought. Oh, this is a super smooth candy bar.
Yep.
Yeah. It's it's similar.
It's
to
little pockets of goodness.
Kind of similar to the Cadbury Dairy Milk, but it has the caramel.
The caramel.
It is smooth. Mm-hmm. Imagine a Milky Way, but smoother.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's an A tier for me.
Okay, I was about to say you better not say all that stuff. Be like, it's C.
No. It's an A tier for me. Okay. I love a caramello bar. Love them, dude. Oh yeah, they're so good.
Great, right?
They're so good.
Overlooked, I think.
Yeah,
too.
and then it's because you can it's like we're going back to the chunky bar. You can just break a piece off, pop it in your mouth, go on about your day. You don't have to worry about trying to.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milk duds.
Milk duds can go to hell. They're an F tier. Don't like them, man. Never got into them. They're weird.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either, but I'll give them a D just
they're
because.
Weird, okay, they're not the worst F tier. I still think Fun Dip's the bottom of the bottom for me. But yeah, not big.
Take 5.
I don't have enough experience with Take 5.
Okay. I'll give Take 5 a B myself.
Not
just
your
because,
not your favorite Reese's.
Yeah. No, not even close.
Yeah.
Fast break bar.
Not enough experience also.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to put that as a B tier as well.
Okay.
The chunky bar, I've already said it was an S.
Yeah.
Andy's Mints is an F for me.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Oh, wow. Really?
Here's 2 things I do not like in candy. And this is for a logical reason for me.
Do they only make Andy Mints in these small little things, or do they make them bigger than that?
Well, they make them like this.
We have a thing of Andy's Mints right in front of us.
They make them like, you know what? Just for.
I'm not gonna eat one because I've had a bunch of them.
Just for the.
You're gonna give it another go.
I'm gonna give it another go. Okay, I will give it another go. But here's what's gonna happen, and this is why, and it's the same thing with like peppermint patties and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The problem is, and this is, I don't think this is a. Is this a cookies and cream?
I think it's just mint. It's just white. It looks.
Oh,
you don't like it?
God, I can't do it.
Ooh, what? So you don't like chocolate and mint? Because we have something here that's kind of
chocolate and mint gives me heartburn.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah. So that's why I can't eat Junior Mints, I can't eat Andy's Mints, and I can't eat York Peppermint Patties.
Okay. Well,
I love mint. I love mint, like peppermint, wintergreen, those mints.
But the mixture,
I can eat those.
The mixture of chocolate.
But the mix of chocolate and mint gives me heartburn, and I don't know why. See, and it always has.
I've never had one of these Andy's Mints until I came over here, and I'll pull one out and be like, "Oh yeah, I really like this." So I give Andy's Mints a B tier. Now we got Junior Mints in front of us, which I don't have much experience with. So I'm going to try on the spot here to rank because I haven't had one in a long time, so I'm gonna get 15 out and put them all in my mouth.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm trying the junior mints right now. Let's see what we think.
F. I can't do it.
Junior mints.
I cannot do it, dude.
So I've had 2 now.
Yeah.
I'm about to put in the third one. You know what?
Is that a B tier too?
This is smooth as hell.
Oh, they're smooth.
I love
just
this.
can't do the taste, man. I can't do the flavor.
Oh my God. You know
do
what? I hate to put another one at 8 tier. Man, I love that.
Ugh. Now I might have heartburn now.
That feels great in my throat. I love that.
Oh, it's a good sensation.
You don't like mint chocolate chip ice cream?
No. Nope.
I'm just getting stuck in my throat.
Nope. But that's the thing, like a peppermint hard candy or like a peppermint gum or a cinnamon gum or something like that, I can do that.
Man, that was excellent.
But ingesting it like that,
really,
this will make me sick.
I like that more than the Andes.
15, 20
Andes
minutes.
mints. That was.
So if I'm burping on air, I'm sorry.
You better keep those away. I'll eat that whole box. I didn't expect it to be that smooth.
Yeah,
I've been missing out on these junior mints.
Yep, creamy mints.
Very prejudiced to
pure
me
chocolate.
to just be like, I'm above that. So I only have one more left on here. Do you have one more left on
I have
here?
S'mores M&Ms is what I put on here.
We just tried those.
We just tried those.
That sucked.
Yeah, they were.
I give it a D tier.
I'm giving it an F.
Which I hate to give an M&M a D tier, but man, those sucked.
Caleb, what was the last one?
Was
that
it
you
Pixie
had?
Stick?
Pixie Stick. I didn't put Pixie Stick on mine, but it's an F tier
It's an F tier easily
because it's literally the same thing as Fun Dip. That's something else.
Yeah, it's the stuff that you dip the Fun Dip into.
Yeah, not a fan. Not a fan.
Yeah, you're never gonna catch me eating a Pixie Stick. The best thing about this episode definitely is me trying those junior. You know what? I'm grabbing the box real quick. I'm putting in a couple more. This was excellent. Let's see how healthy this is. Let's look at the box.
You don't want to know.
Not healthy at all. Okay.
Well, duh. It's candy.
It has as much or more sugar than a root candy bar. Man, that was woo.
That's exhilarating.
You know what? You eat some of this. You eat a what is it? Oh, you put this in chocolate mint ice cream.
Yeah.
You got a stew going. Man. Oh gosh, I love this. Okay. So that's
I'm glad that you do. I'm glad that you do.
That's all we got on.
That's all we have. That's all we have. So that is.
We're not going to run through them all because I'm not going to do that.
No, because we just did
That's insane.
2.5 pages of.
But just know
candies.
that the most candy I have is on A tier.
Yeah, that's probably.
I only have 5 S tiers.
I don't know, maybe B tier too.
I have A tier and B tier has the most. I have 4 on F tier.
Okay, where can people find us?
Is that what we're going ahead and doing that? Okay.
I was gonna say what?
Oh yeah. Well,
we're done.
You can type in our chat from a hat on Facebook and find us down there. We're also on Instagram. We're on Twitter/X. We're on TikTok. And if you want to email us, you can email us at chatfromahatcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
What's going to be our next episode?
Well, folks, let us know down below or in the comments section or send us an email or send us a message or whatever.
Tell us what your favorite
candies are. We'll
read
them
Are
on.
you new to the Junior Mint experience like I am? Holy cow.
I'm sorry if you are.
Oh, no, Josh. No, that was good.
Well, Caleb, our topic next week.
Let's make it a good one
We're
or
going to get into our favorites.
What could it be? What does it be?
Desert Island movies, albums, and shows.
So how many are we going to do?
We'll do 3.
We'll
do 3
for
apiece. 3 apiece.
Okay.
Of Desert Island movies, albums, and shows. So we're gonna dive deep into the favorites.
Sometimes you gotta dig deep, especially on something like shows, because there's a lot of seasons. Do you want to have a show that's miserable? A show that's or do you want to pick something that's gonna be lighter?
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be your favorite though.
Right.
So that's something I'm gonna have to think over. Like,
so we're gonna think about it.
I might not want an Elliott Smith album on
exactly.
Desert Island.
You may not want that.
That being said, we had to have electricity on that island. I mean, come on.
Well,
if we're watching these things.
I mean, technically, if we're stuck on a desert island together, we've got 6, so we should be good until we're rescued or
give me a box of Junior Mints. I got a stew going.
Or we just kill each other off and eat each other. So
eventually, but that'll be after we watch The Sopranos precisely 12 times.
12 times. Well, folks, like I said, leave a comment down below. Shoot us a message. Whatever you want to do. Share this episode. leave a review. Let people know that you are listening to Chat from a Hat, and let people know that this thing exists, because without you, we cannot continue to do it. Well, I guess technically we could, but
we do what we want.
We do what we want to.
But we like your encouragement.
We do.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. So be sure to leave your comments down below. Leave us show ideas, and we will talk to you next week about our Desert Island albums, movies, and shows. Woo!